The year is 1692. The small, isolated village of Salem, Massachusetts, shivers in the grip of winter. A devoutly religious community, Salem's inhabitants find solace in their faith, their lives governed by the rhythms of the church and the ever-present fear of sin. But beneath the veneer of piety, a darkness is festering, a creeping dread that will soon explode into a maelstrom of accusations, trials, and executions. The seeds of this hysteria are sown in the hearts of men and women grappling with the unknown. Hardship is a constant companion in this unforgiving land, and whispers of curses and witchcraft offer a tempting explanation for misfortunes both personal and communal. In a world where the line between the natural and the supernatural is blurred, fear becomes a powerful weapon, readily wielded against neighbors and kin. The first tremors of this approaching storm are felt in the home of Reverend Samuel Parris, where his daughter Betty and niece, Abigail Williams, begin to exhibit strange and disturbing behaviors. Their fits and contortions defy explanation, sending ripples of unease through the tightly knit community. Is it illness, dementia, or something far more sinister, a malevolent force working its evil through the innocent? Word of the girl's affliction spreads like wildfire through Salem. Soon other young women begin to exhibit similar symptoms, their cries and convulsions echoing through the narrow lanes. Fear takes root, its tendrils reaching into every home, every heart. As panic mounts, pressure builds for an explanation, a scapegoat upon which to lay the blame for this terrifying turn of events. The finger of suspicion falls first upon Tituba, a slave in the Paris household, and Sarah Good and Sarah Osborne, two marginalized women already viewed with suspicion by the community. Accused of witchcraft, they are dragged before the authorities, their pleas of innocence falling on deaf ears. Thus begins a chain reaction, a terrifying domino effect as accusations beget accusations. With each passing day, the accusations grow bolder, ensnaring more and more of Salem's inhabitants. Neighbors turn on neighbors, friends on friends, as the thirst for justice or perhaps vengeance consumes the community. The court, overwhelmed by the sheer volume of accusations, struggles to maintain order, its proceedings devolving into a chaotic spectacle. The trials themselves are a far cry from any semblance of fairness or due process. The accused are subjected to humiliating examinations, their bodies searched for witches' marks, their every word and deed scrutinized for signs of guilt. The rules of evidence are bent and broken, with hearsay and rumor given equal weight to tangible proof. One of the most chilling aspects of the Salem Witch Trials is the reliance on spectral evidence. This insidious form of proof hinges on the testimonies of the accusers, who claim to see the spirits or specters of the accused attacking them or others. In the fevered atmosphere of the trials, these visions are accepted as irrefutable proof of guilt, even if the accused has a solid alibi or no prior history of wrongdoing. The very nature of spectral evidence, invisible and unverifiable, makes it impossible to disprove, leaving the accused at the mercy of their accusers' imaginations. Section 5. Key figures, the accused and the accusers. The Salem Witch Trials are populated by a cast of characters whose lives become tragically intertwined in this crucible of fear and paranoia. Among the accused is Rebecca Nurse, a devout and respected member of the community, whose piety offers no shield against the relentless tide of accusations. Then there's Giles Corey, an elderly farmer who refuses to enter a plea in the face of accusations, enduring a gruesome death by pressing rather than legitimize the court's authority. On the side of the accusers stand Abigail Williams and Ann Putnam Jr., young women whose motivations remain a subject of debate to this day. Section 6. The Crucible of Fear, How Suspicion Infected Salem. The Salem Witch Trials serve as a stark reminder of the intoxicating power of fear and suspicion. In a community already primed for paranoia, the accusations of witchcraft act as a catalyst, igniting a wildfire of fear that consumes all in its path. The rigid social hierarchy of Salem, where individuals are defined by their piety and standing within the community, further fuels the flames of suspicion. Those who deviate from the norm, who challenge authority or hold differing beliefs, become easy targets for accusations, their voices silenced by the overwhelming chorus of fear. Section 7. Aftermath and Repentance, The Reckoning. As the summer of 1692 draws to a close, the fervor of the witch hunt begins to wane. Doubts creep in, fueled by the growing realization that innocent lives have been taken based on flimsy evidence. The trials are finally halted, and a period of soul-searching begins. In the years that follow, there is a collective reckoning with the horrors that transpired. Many of the accusers recant their testimonies, expressing remorse for their role in the tragedy. The community grapples with the weight of its sins, taking steps to make amends for the injustices inflicted upon the accused and their families. Section 8. The Salem Witch Trials, a legacy of lessons. The Salem Witch Trials stand as a chilling reminder of the fragility of reason in the face of fear and the devastating consequences of unchecked suspicion. The events of 1692 serve as a cautionary tale, a stark illustration of how easily societal anxieties can be manipulated, leading to the persecution of the innocent. The trials highlight the importance of due process, the right to a fair trial, and the need for evidence-based accusations. They serve as a stark reminder of the dangers of mass hysteria and the importance of critical thinking, even in the face of overwhelming social pressure. Section 9. Echoes of Salem. Relevance in the modern age. Though centuries have passed since the Salem witch trials, their echoes can still be felt in the modern world. The themes of fear, suspicion, and the scapegoating of the innocent resonate with chilling familiarity in our own time. From the dangers of mob mentality fueled by social media to the persecution of minorities based on unfounded fears, the lessons of Salem serve as a stark reminder of the importance of vigilance, critical thinking, and the protection of individual rights. The Salem witch trials are not merely a historical footnote, they are a mirror reflecting the enduring capacity for fear and suspicion to poison the human heart.